Good morning, world. It's another Monday, and it's definitely gloomy out here. Even the mountains are covered with gloom. And I'm not gonna lie, I woke up tired this morning. I didn't get that much sleep. I was up late doing things, and I woke up not feeling like I wanted to do today, but here I am. Got up, started doing it anyways. But that kind of leads to what I want to talk about today, and that is the importance of a positive perspective. Because literally, I think so many of us live lives of desperation, of just like having to grind through it, when we could be looking at lives as opportunity. Each and every day could be looked at in that way, and it all has to do with your perspective. I know, like when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, I have to do this. Oh man, I gotta get up, I'm tired, I didn't get enough sleep. Oh man, it's leg day. I have to grind through this. But you know what? It's really easy. It's like putting on a new hat to change your perspective from I have to do this to I get to do this, And as we get older, a lot of us get stuck in that vision that everything is a mundane thing, that each and every day is similar. So we think we got to grind through that same thing. And that mundaneness makes our life dimmer. It makes everything more bland. If we look at it like when we were kids, you remember when you were a kid, when things were new and things were more exciting, and anything that you do in a day was an adventure? You can change your perspective to more of that. If you can do that and say, I get to get up today. I get to live this life today. I get to work out my legs today. I get to advance in that. I get to grow through that. It really changes your life. It really helps through those negative feelings. Like me, like I always say, I deal with depression. I have since I was a kid. And changing my perspective is one of the most valuable tools that I have in my arsenal. And I've used it today. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to make this video. I didn't want to go through the day. But I changed my perspective to, I get to do this. I get to make this video. Maybe somebody will see this video and it'll help their day. I get to do that. I get to be this person that I am. And when you have that kind of positive perspective, it really makes your actions more specific. It really makes you get through it better. And I can say this through experience, like with tattoos. You all know, and art, I do all different styles. I do things, I'm pretty good at everything. But I'm gonna tell you what, with a lot of these styles that I'm not as fond of, when I have to do them, and I go like, oh no, I gotta do this lettering tattoo, or oh no, I gotta do this tribal tattoo, things that I'm not as interested in. And I used to go in on days like that and be like, I gotta do this. And you know what? The tattoos didn't turn out as good. But when I flipped my perspective to, I get to do this. I get to learn to be better at this. I get to learn new skills, build new skills by doing something that I'm not as adept at. When I changed my perspective to that, that's when I started getting better at all the other different styles. And it's the same kind of analogy with everything in life. Don't look at it as mundane. Don't look at it as, I have to do this. I have to pay these bills. I have to support my family. I have to support myself. You get to do those things. It is a privilege. Those responsibilities in life truly are a privilege. It doesn't matter where you live. I live in the most privileged place in the world, America. But even here, we have these issues that we build in our own mind by making things harder than they need to be, by making things bigger than they need to be, like turning a little speed bump into a mountain. Stop doing that. You want to have a better life? Build a better perspective. You got this new week. It's Monday. You can start your week off with this. And try to change that perspective. Instead of having to do it, you get to do it. And let's make this week awesome. Like I said, I didn't have a good start this morning, but you know what? I'm going to have a good freaking day. I really love you guys, and I hope this message hits home for some people and helps some people to make their life a bit more positive, even in the gloom. In the gloom, you get a chance to be a light in that gloom. You get to have a chance to shine a light in this world for you and for other people. You get to take care of those responsibilities. So let's make today a good one. I love you guys, and I'll be back later.